Steve Smith, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Here's Bain. Into the lane. Now Jackson. Pass to Moran. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Tries again. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Brooks, right side. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Zubac's high post. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And 2 conference rivals facing off here. Grant, what were some of your fiercest rivalries at the NBA level?
You know, when I was in Detroit, it had to be the Hawks, and I think probably the Bulls. I think the Bulls were everybody's rival in the Eastern Conference back then. And then, of course, in Phoenix, we had some real battles with the Lakers.
And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by Memphis. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And Morant clears the board.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Inside. No good with a layup.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Now here's Leonard. And he parries his first look.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's George. Now here's Zubac. Leonard outside. And there's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Jackson down low. Pass to Adams.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Up top, George. Back to man. Clock at 6. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Pass to Bain. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Down low. Back to George. Out to Covington. To the inside. Nifty move. Oh, the swat by Adams. Pass to Moran. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. The Clippers trail. Here's Man. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That one goes in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. "23 seconds left to play in the first quarter." Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And he buries his first look.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Pass to Anderson. And here's Clark. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself Playoff P. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
Here's George. After the basket by Memphis. Sinks that one from the post. Leonard's got 6 points.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
Right here.
Now here's Morant. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
And here's George. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Out to Leonard. To the middle. Here's George. Nice move. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Morant with it. Guarded by Covington. Here's Bane. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And Smitty, you've been in broadcast journalism for a while now. Are there certain players you especially enjoy covering?
Yeah, I enjoy covering the entire league. You know, all types of basketball. But I will say I enjoy most covering the young guys that I've been knowing for a long time.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. George left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Something else I like out of them so far. They're throwing their bodies around in the paint and scoring inside.
Williams up top. Back to Tillman. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Tillman's got his first points in this one.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
To the paint. Here's Zubats. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the middle. Oh, George with a steal. All by himself. And the dunk by Leonard.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Outside
2
Jones.
minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
With the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team, have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
Conchar drives in. Yep, that one goes.
John Conchar.
And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And here are the Clippers now.
Foul Memphis. Tyus Jones. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubats. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now here's Jackson. Down low. Here's Zubats. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Pass to Moran. It's stolen by Leonard. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Clippers on top, up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From behind the arc. Leonard, good.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it. Pass to Bain. Three-pointer, Brooks. Jackson, left side. On the wing, Bain. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. Here's the break.